Man, that was good shit, Mike. Man, I'm gonna start with this first. Um, whether Alabama fans want to hear it or not, we overachieved this year. Like everything that we did this year, we overachieved. Um, I'm not making no excuse for Alabama, nothing like that. But with the situation as far as what happened early in the season, uh, with the quarterback play and stuff like that, with Mero being benched after the Texas game, and they running the two quarterback system, trying to find somebody to replace him. I think that was calculated at the same time. You know what I'm saying? From the standpoint of when Nick Saban did that, he made it where that could nobody be talking about Miro anymore because you seen what the other guys were capable of.
Yeah.
I think we had a good season. Um, far as the game, you know what I'm saying? Um, I think that Michigan realized they couldn't beat Alabama head to head, so they came up with a game plan where they can use Alabama. Um, what they do as far as playing man-to-man coverage against them. Me and Dennis talked about this yesterday, and he made a great point when he said that you know what I'm saying. This is what people do against Alabama because of Alabama play man-to-man defense. Uh, they had a lot of wide open catches, like that they just did a whole bunch of misdirections, and it had Alabama on their heels all night. Alabama couldn't never get no rhythm. You know what I'm saying? For as defense, far as them being able to pin their ears behind their head and just rush the pass and get to them, because Michigan wasn't going to allow them to just do that. Michigan was always throwing something at them to where they had to think on defense. The defense had to understand their assignments and know who they were sticking, and that was mixed up all night. I mean, it was plays where running backs were coming out the backfield wide open. It was plays
Yeah.
where linebackers, when running backs came out the backfield, they was 3 steps late. It was like a lot of stuff like that going on. You know what I'm saying? And I can't say it's not Alabama football because Dennis made a great point that that's what teams do because we do play man to man. Alabama played zone a couple of times and on third downs and it stopped them. You know what I'm saying? Like you said too, Mike. Miro, he could never get a real rhythm. Uh, the center, he was trash all night. Like
I
the
said,
stuff that
oh,
he was like, it's a hard thing playing quarterback, man. When you worrying about if the ball gonna get to you or right. I heard Kurt Herbstreit he was trying to blame it on Miro, and I'm just like, bro, what is you looking at? You know what I'm saying? Like the ball is not supposed to be snapped low. You don't supposed to try to figure out some kind of trick where you can catch the ball. The ball supposed to come straight towards your chest, and you're supposed to catch it. That's it.
yeah,
That's all.
yeah.
Uh, I think in pivotal moments he did that. He did that in that Auburn game in a pivotal moment. He did that at the last play of the game, and the other couple of times he did it just cost Alabama all night. Dennis brought up a great point. Most times when teams against Alabama, they fold. When Alabama's up on the team like that and got the ball, typically they fold. But I got to give credit to Michigan. They ain't fold. Uh, they had an answer to almost everything Alabama did. I think a lot of times Alabama put their own foot in their mouth. But like I said, I can't take no credit away from Michigan because they played good defense. One thing I always say about Alabama, once they figure you out in that first half, the second half is theirs. And that's how the game was looking in the second half. Alabama got rhythm. They started moving the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything was going their way. And then you started having mishaps with the center to where they couldn't build on top of what they was doing. Um, Michigan quarterback, he played a hell of a game. He
He
stood
did.
in the pocket. When times got tough, he just got tougher. Um, I like dude. He played a really good game. For his defense, man, Alabama. they held their own all the way until the last drive in overtime. You know what I'm saying? It was hard. It was hard to see that Michigan just go straight down the field on them. When you know what I'm saying, with the time that they had remaining on the clock, it was kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Moving forward for Alabama, man, I feel like I think they're gonna have to bring some more competition in for Miro. I think he's gonna have to get better in the offseason. One of the things too, man, with Alabama that game, man, it's a reason why Alabama wide receivers couldn't get no separation. Michigan got a top 10 draft pick, you know what I'm saying, playing cornerback. But with that being said too, Alabama, it's been a long time since Alabama went without a season with a top flight wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? Like since Julio. I you know what I'm saying, is wide receiver last night couldn't get no separation at all. You know what I'm saying? The running game too. The running game too, man. Alabama with the running game, man, they ran the ball well in spots, but when they needed to run the ball good, they didn't run the ball. They ran the ball good when it was layup time. You know what I'm saying? They got stuffed a lot, man. I don't understand why they didn't. Michigan is strong in the middle, and they continue to try to run the ball up the middle for a long length of time. And then once they realized that, they exploited Michigan to the outside. They didn't keep on doing it. Even with the last play Romero ran, he ran straight up the middle. Like it was a lot of stuff, like simple stuff that I seen. I'm not no coach or anything like that, but it wasn't the stuff that I seen wasn't no controversy type stuff. It was real deal, like obvious stuff. Alabama started moving to the outside, they started killing Michigan. So I don't, like I said, I'm talking from the point of view of an Alabama fan. I'm not taking anything away from Michigan. Michigan played hard-nosed, good football. But I'm going to point out like the obvious things that I see that Alabama didn't do, because I say this without being biased. Alabama's supposed to won that game because Michigan didn't do nothing significant in that game outside of that last drive they drove downfield and put them points on the board. And the overtime, like Michigan, they came to play. Michigan came to put themselves in position to win. And they felt like if they can put themselves in position to win, the sky was the limit. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's pretty much all I got on that, man. Like I said, Michigan played. I'm not going to take nothing away from Michigan. Michigan played a hell of a game. They had great quarterback play. Like I said, to me, my personal opinion, they didn't do anything significant in that game for us. Offense, if you look at everything, it was a lot of misdirection plays. And like Dennis said, that's always been Alabama Achilles heel. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, with that said, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much all I got on that game.